Life has a way of guiding us, gently nudging us forward even when we don't see it. Often we find ourselves waiting, hoping for answers, for signs, or for things to change. But let me tell you this: what you need, what is meant for you, will always find you at the right time. Trust in this universal flow of life, and know that everything you desire is already on its way to you, in perfect alignment with your growth. The present moment is the most precious gift you have. It's easy to get caught up in the past, revisiting old memories or looking ahead to the future, anticipating what might be. However, both the past and the future are mere constructs of the mind. The only time that truly exists, the only time in which you have power, is the now. When you embrace the present moment, you unlock the power of transformation. Too often we think of our lives in terms of what has happened or what will happen. The past can weigh heavy with regret, guilt, or sorrow, while the future can be filled with uncertainty, worry, or fear. But when you focus your energy on the present moment, you release these burdens and free yourself from the cycle of anxiety. In the present moment, you have the ability to choose how you respond to everything around you. It's easy to fall into automatic patterns, reacting to situations and emotions without thought. Yet the present moment offers you the opportunity to break free from these habitual responses. In this space, you are fully aware of your choices, and you can decide to respond with love, peace, and clarity instead of fear or frustration. By embracing the present, you allow yourself to fully experience life as it is happening, without judgment. This means accepting both the beautiful and the challenging moments with an open heart. When you stop resisting what is happening, when you release the need to control everything, you begin to flow with life. You start to see that every situation, every person, and every challenge is an opportunity for growth. The present moment becomes a sacred space where you can reconnect with your true essence, free from the distractions of the past and future. One of the most profound aspects of the present moment is its ability to ground you. When you fully engage with the now, you are anchored in your body and your senses. You notice the way the sunlight feels on your skin, the sound of birds singing in the distance, the aroma of fresh flowers or a warm cup of tea. These small, often overlooked moments are what make life rich and beautiful. The more you practice being present, the more you notice the subtle beauty that surrounds you. You begin to see the wonder in the ordinary. In addition to grounding you, the present moment has a unique ability to heal. The mind is often caught in loops of negative thinking, worrying about the future or ruminating over the past. These thoughts can create tension in your body and mind. But when you bring yourself into the present moment, you let go of these mental loops and create space for healing. In this space, you release stress, anxiety, and fear, and you allow yourself to simply be. As you tune into your body and your breath, you can feel the tension melting away, replaced by a sense of peace. When you embrace the present, you also unlock your creativity and inspiration. Often we get stuck in our heads, thinking about what we should do or what others expect of us. We let self-doubt and fear of failure block our true potential. But in the present moment, there is no judgment. There is no room for comparison. When you stop looking at the future or past for validation, you can tap into the wellspring of creativity within you. You allow yourself to be fully inspired by what's happening right in front of you. The present moment is where all the magic happens. Every action you take, every word you speak, every decision you make is birthed from this moment. If you want to experience change in your life, you must first begin by embracing the now. You can't wait for some future time when everything will be perfect, because that time may never come. The only thing you can control is your response to the present. And by fully embracing the now, you open yourself up to all the opportunities life is offering you right now. And when you allow yourself to be fully present, you shift your perspective. Instead of being focused on what you lack or what you fear, you begin to see the abundance that is already in your life. The present moment is a reminder that you are enough just as you are. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, the perfect circumstances, or the perfect time to act. The perfect moment is now. The perfect time is now. All you have to do is show up and be present in it. To embrace the present moment is to embrace your own power. It's about recognizing that you have the ability to shape your life with your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. By letting go of worry and regret, you free yourself to experience life fully and with joy. You discover that you are not a prisoner of your past or a victim of your future. You are a creator of your present. So step into the now. Let go of the past. Release the worry of the future. Focus on what's happening right here, right now. This is where your true power lies. And this is where you can begin to create the life you've always dreamed of. Every moment is a gift, and it's yours to embrace. Trusting the timing of your life is one of the most empowering choices you can make. So often we find ourselves wanting things to happen faster, wishing we could speed up the process of life's journey. We look around and compare ourselves to others, wondering why they seem to be ahead of us. We become impatient, thinking that we should already be in a different place, accomplishing more, or having everything we want. Well, this is why. But when you truly trust the timing of your life, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and embrace the beautiful unfolding of your path. The first step in trusting the timing of your life is to release the need to control everything. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that if we just work hard enough or make the right moves, we can force our dreams to come true exactly when we want them to. But life doesn't always work that way. There's a natural rhythm to it, a flow that, when respected, brings us everything we need at the perfect time. Trusting this rhythm means letting go of the need to have every step figured out. It means surrendering to the idea that some things are simply out of our control. When you trust the timing of your life, you let go of anxiety about what hasn't yet happened. You stop worrying about when your breakthrough will come, when the right relationship will show up, or when your career will take off. Instead, you focus on the present moment and the steps you can take now to align yourself with your desires. You realize that even if you don't have all the answers right now, that's okay. You don't need to have it all figured out. The path you're on is leading you exactly where you need to go, and every experience along the way is contributing to your growth and your ultimate destination. Part of trusting the timing of your life is also about accepting that delays are often necessary for your growth. There may be times when you feel frustrated because something you want hasn't arrived yet, but these delays are not roadblocks. They're detours designed to lead you to something better. Maybe you need more time to prepare. Maybe there's more you need to learn before you can step into the next chapter. Every delay is an opportunity for you to grow, for you to expand your understanding, and for you to prepare yourself for the blessings that are coming. In the moments when it feels like life is moving too slowly or not at all, remind yourself that the universe has a plan for you. It's easy to feel defeated or discouraged when things aren't moving at the speed we want, but this is when trust becomes the most important tool. Know that life is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't look the way you imagined it would. The perfect timing is not always on your schedule, but it is always aligned with your highest good. Trusting this gives you the peace to rest in knowing that what is meant for you will never pass you by. Trusting the timing of your life also means allowing yourself to honor the season you're in. Life moves in cycles, and each season brings with it its own lessons and opportunities. There may be seasons of intense growth and change where everything seems to happen at once, or there may be quieter seasons where things feel slower and less eventful. Both are necessary. You are not meant to be in constant motion or on a constant path of achievement. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is simply be. Trust that when it's time for action, you will know it, and when it's time for rest, you will be guided to slow down. In trusting the timing of your life, you also begin to understand that everything is interconnected. The people, experiences, and opportunities that will come to you will do so in perfect harmony with the timing of your life. You don't need to chase after things or force them into your life. The right people will find you at the right time. The opportunities you're meant to experience will appear when you're ready to receive them. When you trust the timing, you stop chasing and start allowing, and that's when the magic happens. Another powerful aspect of trusting the timing of your life is learning to be patient with yourself. We can be so hard on ourselves, expecting instant results and pushing ourselves to achieve everything quickly. But growth is a process, and the more you embrace this process, the more you appreciate the journey itself. Trusting the timing means recognizing that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment, and that every step you take is a part of the bigger picture. Finally, trusting the timing of your life means embracing the unknown with open arms. Life doesn't always go according to plan, but it often takes us in directions that we never could have imagined. Trusting the timing allows you to walk into the unknown with confidence, knowing that you are being led to exactly what you need, even if you can't see it yet. When you trust the timing of your life, you embrace the beauty of uncertainty and the wonder of the unfolding path. You let go of the pressure to rush and instead enjoy each moment for what it is. You trust that everything in its own time will come to you in a way that is perfectly aligned with your highest good. Let go of worry, embrace the present, and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. The right people, the right opportunities, and the right moments will find you always at the perfect time. Surrendering to the flow of life is one of the most profound acts of trust you can give yourself. So often, we spend our lives trying to control everything around us, our relationships, our careers, our circumstances, believing that if we just work hard enough or force things into place, we can make everything happen on our own terms. But life doesn't work that way. The more we try to control everything, the more we push against the natural flow that is already moving in our favor. Surrendering to the flow doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or resigning to passivity. It means letting go of the need to control every aspect of your life and trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. When you surrender to the flow of life, you stop fighting against the current. You stop swimming upstream, exhausting yourself in the process. Instead, you learn to let go and allow the flow of life to take you where it needs to. The more you fight against life, the more resistance you create. But when you surrender, you create space for ease and grace to enter your life. You let go of the anxiety that comes from thinking you need to have everything figured out, and you open yourself up to the unexpected blessings that life has to offer. One of the most important things to understand about surrendering is that it is not about giving up your desires or your ambitions. It's not about abandoning your goals or dreams. Instead, it's about trusting that the universe has a plan for you and that you are already on the path to receiving everything you need. When you surrender, you stop trying to force things to happen in your own time and in your own way. You trust that the timing of life is perfect and that you are always exactly where you need to be. You don't need to push or strive. You simply need to show up and allow life to unfold. Letting go of control is one of the most difficult things for many people to do because we are conditioned to believe that we must work harder, do more, and keep striving to achieve our goals. We think that if we don't push forward, we will miss out on the opportunities we want. But the truth is, when we release our attachment to outcomes and stop micromanaging every detail, we create space for miracles to happen. Surrender is a form of trust. It's trusting that you are worthy of what you desire and that the universe will deliver it to you at the right time. Surrendering to the flow means letting go of fear and doubt. So often we hold on to fear, worrying about what might happen if things don't go as planned. We fear failure, rejection, or loss, and this fear keeps us stuck in place, afraid to move forward. But when you surrender, you stop allowing fear to dictate your actions. You begin to trust that whatever happens is for your highest good, and that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Fear loses its grip on you because you realize that you are not in control, and that's okay. The only thing you need to control is your response to life. And that is something you can always choose. Surrendering also means being present in the moment. It's about releasing your attachment to the past and the future and fully embracing the now. When you are in the flow of life, you stop living in your head, constantly worrying about what's coming next or regretting what's already passed. Instead, you are fully engaged with the present moment, knowing that this is the only time that matters. And whether pressure is brought to your attention as a delay, a curse-producing pattern, or a positive experience, by surrendering to the now, you allow yourself to experience life more fully, with less stress and more joy. You let go of the need to rush through life, always looking ahead, and you start savoring the beauty that is right in front of you. Another powerful aspect of surrendering is accepting that you cannot control other people's actions or decisions. We often try to control how others behave, how they feel, or what they think of us. But the truth is, you cannot control anyone but yourself. Surrendering means releasing the need to change others and instead focusing on what you can control: your own thoughts, actions, and responses. When you let go of trying to manage other people's lives, you free yourself from the burden of unnecessary stress and frustration. You realize that everyone is on their own journey and that your only job is to stay true to your own path. Surrendering to the flow also requires you to trust your intuition. Life has a way of guiding us through subtle signs, gut feelings, and inner nudges. The more we surrender, the more we tune into these intuitive signals and allow them to guide our decisions. Trusting your inner guidance is a form of surrender because it means allowing your intuition to lead you rather than trying to control everything with your logical mind. When you trust your intuition, you allow yourself to be led by a higher wisdom that knows what is best for you. Surrendering is a way of aligning with this wisdom and knowing that it will take you to exactly where you need to be. Surrendering to the flow is not always easy, and it requires practice. But when you start to let go, you create space for life to become easier. You begin to notice that things fall into place more naturally, that opportunities arise when you least expect them, and that everything you need comes to you at the perfect time. Surrendering doesn't mean inaction. It means taking inspired action, while trusting that the outcome will unfold as it's meant to. It's a dance with life, a dance that is fluid, graceful, and free. When you surrender, you step into the flow of life and allow yourself to be carried by it. You let go of the need to control, and you trust that everything is always working out for you. Life becomes less about striving and more about allowing. You trust that everything you need is already on its way to you, and all you have to do is be open and receptive to the flow. Knowing that you are worthy of what awaits you is a powerful realization that can transform your life. So often we hold ourselves back from fully embracing the greatness that is already on its way to us simply because we don't believe we deserve it. We question our worthiness, doubting whether we are enough to receive the love, success, or abundance that we desire. We can alter this from the inside out, but the truth is, you are worthy of everything you've ever dreamed of, and the first step to receiving it is acknowledging your inherent worth. Your worth is not determined by external factors, your achievements, your appearance, or the opinions of others. It is intrinsic, something that comes from within. You are worthy simply because you exist. You were born with an incredible potential, and that potential is valuable beyond measure. No matter what you've been through, no matter your past mistakes or struggles, your worth is not diminished. It is constant, unshakable, and always available to you. When you begin to embrace this truth, you open yourself to a life filled with limitless possibilities. The journey to knowing your worth begins with self-acceptance. It's about learning to love and appreciate yourself as you are without needing to change anything. So often we get caught up in the belief that we need to be someone else, or that we need to prove our worth to others before we can receive what we want. But true worthiness comes from within. It's about accepting every part of yourself, the strengths, the flaws, the successes, and the failures, and recognizing that you are enough just as you are. When you begin to accept yourself fully, you will begin to see that you are deserving of everything you desire. Another important step in knowing you are worthy is letting go of limiting beliefs. These are the stories we tell ourselves about why we can't have what we want, why we don't deserve it, or why it's too late for us. These beliefs are often rooted in past experiences or messages we've internalized from others. But they are not truths. They are simply thoughts that we have chosen to believe. The more you question and challenge these beliefs, the more you will see that they have no power over you. You are capable of creating a new narrative, one where you are worthy of all the blessings that life has to offer. Part of knowing your worth is setting boundaries. When you recognize your worth, you no longer tolerate situations or people who diminish you or treat you as less than you are. You honor yourself enough to say no when something doesn't align with your highest good. You understand that your time, energy, and love are precious, and that you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about honoring yourself and your worth. It's about protecting your energy and creating space for the things and people that uplift and support you. It's also important to realize that your worthiness is not dependent on external validation. So often we look to others to affirm our worth, seeking approval or praise to feel good about ourselves. While it's nice to receive compliments or recognition, these external sources of validation can never define your worth. Your worth comes from within, and it is not contingent upon the opinions of others. When you know you are worthy, you no longer need others to tell you that you are enough. You simply know it deep down in your core. This inner knowing becomes the foundation for everything you do, and it allows you to move through life with confidence and assurance. When you recognize your worth, you also start to expect more for yourself. You no longer settle for less than you deserve. You understand that you are worthy of the best, and you begin to raise your standards. This could mean asking for more in your relationships, striving for greater success in your career, or seeking deeper fulfillment in your personal life. You start to make choices that honor your worth. And in doing so, you create a life that reflects your value. The universe responds to your belief in yourself, and it begins to bring you opportunities and experiences that align with your newfound understanding. Understanding that you are worthy also means being open to receiving. So often we push away what is meant for us because we don't feel deserving. We block ourselves from receiving love, abundance, and success because we don't believe we are worthy of these things. But when you embrace your worthiness, you open the door to receive all the good things that are already waiting for you. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more the universe will give you. You are worthy of love, of joy, of success, of peace, and of all the blessings that life has to offer. The key is to believe in your worth and be open to accepting these blessings with gratitude. Believing in your worth is also about trusting that what awaits you is already on its way. The desires in your heart are not there by accident. They are meant to come to you. The universe is constantly working on your behalf, aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities to support you in achieving your dreams. But before any of this can manifest, you must first believe that you are worthy of it. Trust that the timing is perfect and that what you want is already being prepared for you. When you trust in your worth, you create the space for what's meant to come into your life, knowing that it will arrive at the right time. Finally, knowing that you are worthy is a lifelong journey. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather a process of continual self-discovery and growth. As you continue to evolve and expand, so does your understanding of your worth. Every challenge you face, every lesson you learn, and every victory you achieve adds to your sense of worthiness. You are always growing, always expanding, and always becoming more aligned with the person you are meant to be. When you know that you are worthy of what awaits you, you step into life with confidence, knowing that you deserve the very best. You trust that what is meant for you will find you, and you open yourself to receiving it with grace and gratitude. You no longer hold yourself back or doubt your place in the world. You embrace your worth, and in doing so, you align yourself with the infinite possibilities that await you. Patience is often misunderstood as simply waiting for something to happen. In reality, it is a profound expression of self-love and a powerful tool for personal growth. Patience isn't just about enduring difficult moments or situations. It's about allowing yourself the space and grace to navigate life at your own pace, without judgment or self-criticism. In a world that constantly urges us to move faster, do more, and achieve everything now, practicing patience can feel counterintuitive, but when you understand its true essence, you realize that patience is one of the most loving gifts you can give yourself. When you practice patience, you honor your own timing. Every person's journey is unique, and life doesn't unfold on a strict timeline. Yet society often pushes us to measure our progress by external standards, comparing ourselves to others and feeling inadequate if we aren't where we should be. Patience, however, reminds you that your path is yours alone, and it will take the time it needs to unfold. Instead of rushing or trying to force outcomes, you allow yourself to grow and evolve at the pace that feels right for you. You stop looking for shortcuts and embrace the journey, trusting that every step is leading you toward the life you are meant to live. Patience is also an act of self-compassion. When things don't go according to plan, or when progress seems slow, it's easy to become frustrated with ourselves. We may feel like we're failing or that we're not doing enough. But impatience often stems from a place of self-criticism, believing that we must constantly be doing more to prove our worth. When you practice patience, you release the need to be perfect or to have everything figured out immediately. Instead, you offer yourself kindness and understanding, knowing that everything unfolds in its own time. You stop being hard on yourself and start embracing the fact that you are human, with all the complexities and challenges that come with being human. Patience is also a way to cultivate mindfulness. It's about being fully present in the moment, without rushing through life or trying to speed up the process. When you're patient, you learn to appreciate the here and now. You stop worrying about what's next or regretting what's behind you, and instead, you savor the present moment. This mindfulness is not only a form of self-love, but also an opportunity for deeper learning and growth. You become more attuned to your inner wisdom, allowing yourself to listen to your needs, desires, and feelings. By giving yourself the time and space to truly experience life as it is, you open yourself up to greater clarity, understanding, and fulfillment. Another key aspect of patience as self-love is its ability to help you navigate life's challenges with grace. It's easy to react impulsively when faced with obstacles or setbacks, but patience gives you the ability to pause, reflect, and respond from a place of calm and clarity. When you trust in the process of life and in your own ability to handle whatever comes your way, you are less likely to be overwhelmed by difficult circumstances. Instead of fighting against what is happening, you choose to remain grounded and composed. You understand that challenges are a natural part of life and that they don't define your worth. Patience allows you to approach difficulties with a mindset of resilience, knowing that you can weather any storm with love and understanding. Self-love through patience also means giving yourself permission to take things slow. We live in a culture that glorifies constant busyness, where the expectation is that we must always be working, achieving, or moving forward. But true self-love involves recognizing that rest and reflection are just as important as action. When you practice patience, you give yourself permission to pause, recharge, and nourish your body, mind, and soul. You stop feeling guilty for taking breaks or for not constantly pushing yourself. You understand that productivity is not the sole measure of your worth, and that sometimes slowing down is exactly what you need to rejuvenate and find clarity. Patience is also about trusting the timing of your life. Sometimes things don't happen when we expect them to, and it can be frustrating. We may want success, love, or fulfillment to come immediately, but life has its own rhythm and flow. Practicing patience means trusting that everything is happening as it should, even if it's not happening in the exact way or time that we anticipated. It's about surrendering to the idea that we don't have control over every detail, and that's okay. Instead of stressing about when things will happen, we can trust that the universe is working on our behalf, aligning people, opportunities, and circumstances for our highest good. Patience allows us to step back and trust the process, knowing that things are unfolding in perfect timing. Furthermore, practicing patience with yourself helps to build self-esteem. When you are patient with your growth and progress, you show yourself that you believe in your potential. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself to anyone or rush toward an arbitrary goal. You recognize that your worth isn't determined by how fast you achieve things, but by your ability to stay true to yourself and your values. Patience teaches you to honor your personal pace and to trust that your efforts will eventually pay off. You no longer compare yourself to others or measure your success based on external achievements. Instead, you learn to celebrate the small victories, the moments of growth, and the lessons learned along the way. Incorporating patience into your life also allows you to create a deeper connection with your desires and intentions. Often we want things to happen quickly because we fear that they won't happen at all. But when you practice patience, you allow space for your desires to manifest naturally. You release the need for immediate gratification and open yourself up to a deeper sense of fulfillment. Patience helps you to let go of desperation and to trust that your desires will arrive at the right time, in the right way. It is a form of self-love because it reflects your trust in yourself, in your dreams, and in the natural flow of life. Patience is not about waiting for life to happen to you. It's about creating the space for life to unfold with ease, grace, and love. It is a reflection of your ability to love yourself enough to trust in your journey, to be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned, and to honor your own timing. The more you practice patience, the more you'll realize that life becomes less about the destination and more about the beautiful process of becoming. When you can love yourself enough to be patient with yourself, you unlock the potential for true peace, joy, and fulfillment. Your journey in life is sacred. It's easy to forget this truth in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, where we can become preoccupied with external expectations and comparisons to others. We often look outside ourselves for validation or for signs that we are on the right path. But the truth is that your journey is uniquely yours. And it is inherently sacred because it is a reflection of your inner truth, your purpose, and your potential. Each step you take, every decision you make, and all the experiences you encounter serve as important milestones that contribute to your growth and transformation. Your journey is not just about reaching a destination. It is about the lessons you learn, the people you meet, and the moments of clarity and peace that arise along the way. Every challenge, every success, every setback is part of the sacred unfolding of your life. It's all happening exactly as it needs to in order for you to become the person you are meant to be. In this sacred journey, it is important to remember that you are not alone. You are supported by a higher power, by the universe, by divine energy, and by all the wisdom that has been passed down through generations. Trusting in this guidance is essential, for it allows you to surrender to the flow of life instead of trying to control every outcome. The sacredness of your journey is that you are part of something greater than yourself, something interconnected with the entire universe. When you trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing, you allow yourself to relax into the journey, knowing that each step is leading you exactly where you need to go. Acknowledge that your path is not always smooth, and it is okay for things to not always go according to plan. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and these challenges are what shape your character. They are opportunities for growth, and in overcoming them you build resilience, wisdom, and strength. These moments of difficulty, though painful at times, are an essential part of your sacred journey. They are not setbacks, they are invitations to go deeper, to reflect, and to learn new aspects of yourself that you may not have discovered otherwise. Part of embracing the sacredness of your journey is to honor the wisdom within you. There is a voice inside you, a deep knowing that has always been with you, guiding you even when you didn't realize it. This inner wisdom is sacred because it connects you to the divine and to the highest version of yourself. When you learn to trust and listen to this voice, you align yourself with your true purpose. This alignment allows you to move through life with greater ease, knowing that your path is already paved and that you are walking it in your own perfect timing. Another aspect of your sacred journey is the importance of self-compassion. You may not always make the right choices, and you may stumble along the way, but that is all part of being human. In those moments, remember to be kind to yourself. Your journey is sacred because it is filled with both light and shadow, and it is through these contrasts that you truly understand your capacity for growth and transformation. By practicing self-compassion, you give yourself permission to be imperfect, to learn from your mistakes, and to continue moving forward with grace and humility. As you walk this sacred journey, it is also important to celebrate the small victories. Too often we wait until we reach a specific goal or milestone before we allow ourselves to feel proud. But every step you take is an achievement in itself. Every lesson learned, every moment of clarity, and every act of courage is worth celebrating. By acknowledging and honoring your progress, you deepen your connection to the sacredness of your journey. You begin to see that it is not about the destination, but about the journey itself. The beauty is in the process, in the unfolding of your life, and in the person you are becoming along the way. You will encounter others on your journey, and each interaction is an opportunity for growth. Some people will come into your life to teach you valuable lessons, while others will serve as mirrors, reflecting back to you parts of yourself that you may not have seen before. These relationships, whether they are joyful or challenging, are all part of your sacred path. They provide you with the experiences and connections that help you grow into your truest self. It's important to honor these relationships and recognize their role in your journey, for they too are sacred. One of the most profound ways to honor the sacredness of your journey is to practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. When you express gratitude for the people, experiences, and lessons along your path, you open yourself to even greater blessings. Gratitude deepens your connection to the divine and to the sacredness of your own life. It allows you to see the beauty in every moment, even when things are not going as planned. By being grateful for the present moment, you align yourself with the energy of abundance and open yourself to the flow of life.